Hi Pisces, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and any cross watcher. Today I'm going to ask our spirit guides what you don't see coming in. What is coming your way for love? What's next in love? Anything going on around you that maybe we're not aware of or we need to know. So let's call in our spirit guides. Let's get some cards going. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages. What is it that you want my Pisces to know today? I am listening for you now. I have a resolution. Face conflicts with courage. Find the key to unlock the understanding, a communication, breaking down a communication barrier, feels like. We finally are opening up something. Maybe we've broken through, like a breakthrough energy. So maybe we finally have talked about the elephant in the room, something like that. I've got acceptance, fully accepting each other for true love to take root. There is an incredible sense of I understand you now, or I'm not judging you. Maybe somebody thought they were being judged and the other person's like, I'm not judging you. That this is, I know that about you. So there's a kind of an understanding going on. Let's see where we're headed. I have a mediator. Okay. Be each other's mediator, balancing the scales of emotion, being there for somebody. How about putting it in perspective? Like, I know none of us wants to be heard that we're overreacting or we're going overboard, but sometimes we are because of emotions, and the other person is a little more stable and looking at it from a different perspective. You could be upset about your family or a friend or work, and you could be just kind of riled up, and the other person saying, just calm down, everything's going to be okay. So I feel like it's that kind of an understanding. We understand each other. We understand our triggers, what is upsetting, what's not upsetting. So maybe we have found a place where I guess we know each other. Let's keep going. I have vows. Okay. Vows are the bridges between the hearts. Are we moving in the direction of a commitment? Are we moving in, I'm just going to say moving towards commitment, that we are realizing that we do know everything about each other, or we understand each other. We know what triggers somebody. We know what upsets somebody. We know when somebody needs their space. And we just kind of let them cool off. We know when, something's happening or somebody calls and you're like, oh God, like I know where this is going. So you do know everything about them. And maybe you are getting to a point where you're realizing, I like everything about them, or what I don't like about them, I accept because I love them. So maybe we are moving towards a commitment. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Fool. I have a Knight of Wands. If this isn't in your life, it could be Spirit's way of saying somebody new's coming in with that Fool. I have a Nine of Wands. Definitely a feeling of a journey with that Nine of Wands, that relationships aren't easy, that they do take time. But I do want to move this forward. That Knight is charging. That Knight is fast moving. So this person isn't holding back. I'm going to say that they are happy to be in this connection. They're as excited about it as you are. I'm going to say that Fool is the next level. I think that it's more of not necessarily a new connection, but it's, for those of you that are in a connection, it's taking it to the next level. Like, what's that next journey? Because there is a difference between being in a relationship, dating, living with somebody, and being married. There is. So if you're seriously considering being married, that's its own journey. That's why you say this is our wedding date. This is our 1-year anniversary, because it is a different journey. And yes, you can say we were together 3 or 4 years before we got married. We were together 10 years before we got married. But from that starting point of those vows, that is a new starting point. And there's something going on with me with that. So we could be talking about it. Your person could be thinking about it. You could be thinking about it. Is this the person that the next person coming into my life, if it is a Fool, is it going to be the person that I marry? Is it going to be the person I spend my life with? A Knight of Swords, there's the conversations. I have a Queen of Wands. I have a 7 of Wands. And I have a 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this person isn't going to give up on you. I feel like this is creating a life together, and definitely knowing what that looks like. Definitely talking about what that looks like. It's the sense of shared dreams, shared goals. And that's important, because if we're not on the same page with where we're headed, or what we both want, one wants a child, one doesn't. One wants to live somewhere and the other one doesn't. One wants to sell the house and the other one doesn't. So we have to be definitely having the same dream. And I feel like that's coming together. Bottom of my deck, I have a 4 of Swords. 9 of Swords and a Hermit. So one of us, if not 2 of us, have definitely taken some time alone. Years alone. Years alone. Years of healing, rejuvenating. Even worrying about, am I going to be alone, for the rest of my life? Am I going to struggle alone for the rest of my life? So that could be something that has been, something that you've been thinking about. But right now, I feel like whatever this connection is, then it could be your next connection. We get out of this phase and we go into a new love phase, and that person really does want to commit. They're not holding back. We have the same shared dreams and hope. And that feels really good. Bottom of the deck, a 3 of Pentacles. We work really well together. I'm going to say compatibility in the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So we have this beautiful sense of compatibility. We work well as a team. We make a great team. We like spending time together. We like doing everything together. I love couples who like to do things together, instead of one goes off in this direction and the other one goes off in that direction. And it's fun to do things together. They become your best friend. They become the person that you, I don't care if you're running errands to hanging out with other couples, but we like to do things together. Yes, we have our own lives. Yes, we have our own friends, but for the most part, we're a couple that likes to be together, and that's a good thing. So you're very compatible is what Spirit's sharing with me. Let's see. Wow, nice. I have glimmers of hope, gathering knowledge and support to dispel the darkness. The sense of education, the sense of caring, the sense of time, okay? That we have time into each other. We've spent a lot of time together, and we really do know each other. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be talking about our future or creating a life together. So I do feel like we've gotten over that phase of, is this somebody I get along with? Is this somebody I like to be with? I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say over a period of time, before we start talking about this future commitment. But we gather the information. We know there is an incredible sense of we know everything about each other. So you guys probably have talked about everything. You probably have just, doesn't matter. Tell me anything. Ask me anything. And I think that's really important, that you really feel like you know your person There's nothing you don't know about them. Nothing's coming out of the closet, Spirit just said. Nothing's swept under the rug. So if they don't answer questions or they don't talk about a certain period of your life, I would see that as a red flag. Like, why don't you? I don't care they have to talk about it all the time. But if they were married to somebody else, you should at least know how that marriage was and what happened, what they could have done differently, how it ended. I mean, you don't have to go into the nitty gritty of, you know, everything, but you should have like a basic understanding as to why that marriage didn't work out for them. They should be able to share that with you. That's kind of basic knowledge. So that's the kind of feeling, like we just know everything about each other. Heart and home and hearth, create a supportive place. Love nourishes. I like that. That you're safe with me. Okay, you're emotionally safe. You can be vulnerable with me. I don't care if you are angry or sad or upset about anything. I'm here for you. You know, there's nothing you can't say to me that I wouldn't be here to listen. Yeah, there's an incredible sense of we're a team. Standing tall, drawn upon your inner strengths, this instinct. What is your instinct telling you? This feeling of, here's this kind of bare, protective energy. But at the same time, it's either this person I know is protecting me, or I know that I can protect myself against something that would hurt me. But you're definitely trusting. They're using the word cycle with me, and all I can think of is a bear hibernating, that they sleep in the winter so that they can rejuvenate and they can be, you know, active in the spring and start hunting again and eating berries and having babies and whatever bears do. But there was a cycle going on with you. So I'm going to say preparing a new cycle. Starting a new cycle. Okay. You know, just this new cycle feeling for you. And maybe that's what you're feeling. You're entering in a new phase of your life. You're entering into what you know is a very substantial journey, another substantial journey in your life. Certainly if it's going to be a commitment to somebody. Spirit, please share with me. Can I have some initials? Let's get some initials. First initials. Last initials, maybe you'll spell your person's name. That's always nice. I have the letter S, the D, F, H, the C, A, the letter B, I have a K, letter J, G, I, L, A, O. And let's get one more. And I have another I, one more. S, another S. Okay. So some of you may connect to those. If you do, let me know. I always love to hear. It's always kind of fun to see if it connects to you. So I love that you guys know each other and you've spent this time to get to know each other. I love that there's this feeling of we share the same hopes and dreams. I think that's really important. And you make this incredible team and that you like to be together. I mean, I know that sounds simple, but you ever been with somebody that drives you nuts? Ever been with somebody that you're like, get me out of here? You know, will you stop talking? You know, like, get me out of here. I mean, you know the people out there that drive you nuts. So this connection, for whatever reason, is very compatible, and they probably don't ever bother you that way. There might be little things that they do, like anybody, but not on an ongoing basis where you're like, I can't stand this person anymore. You know, like, get away from me. Lily. Okay. The number 30, purity, spirituality, peace, and a sense of maturity. I like that. I like the sense of maturity in this connection. I like that we're two grown adults We have nothing to hide. We're not playing games. We just are enjoying each other. It just sounds too easy, doesn't it? But that's how it's supposed to be, especially if you're getting a little older and you've already been there, done that. You don't want games. You don't need high maintenance. You don't need crazy. You need peace. You need peace of mind. I've got a beautiful home, sharing a home, safety, stability. You are entering into you're entering into a new cycle. And that new cycle is bringing you stability and security and peace. So you'll be walking around that house someday going, I just can't believe how content I am. For the first time in my life. And I don't care if you're 60 years old, 70 years old. It may be the first time in your life that you actually feel at peace because you're not struggling. You're not worried about who's in the other room and what they're thinking and doing. If they're leaving or not leaving, are they happy, not happy? You don't have to worry about those things. You're just going to share your life with them. Be happy. Let's just be happy for once. Spirit, please share with me. I have a mice, loss, worry, stress, defeat, failure. Yeah, I feel like I'm eliminating the lifetime of stress, the lifetime of worry. So whatever this connection is bringing you, it's definitely bringing you an overall sense of peace. Absolutely. So I would look at the person's energy and how you feel when you're with them. When you're with them and you're talking to them, if you just feel this beautiful sense of comfort that I can say and do anything I want with this person, I don't have to worry about what I'm saying. I'm not worried about walking on eggshells or what I wear or what I say or how I laugh or if I mispronounced a word. It's not judgmental. They love you for who you are. And that's probably the bottom line. Spirit, please share with me. I have a bouquet, beauty, joy, gifts, hope. It's a bouquet of flowers being handed to you. This love is a gift. There's something about, maybe that's something you say, this is a gift. And you don't feel that way about everybody. But I feel like when you think about what you have with this person or how you feel when you're with this person, I can't help but think that you would be saying to yourself, I've never been happier. I really do believe that. You might not be there yet. Some of you may be waiting for this. So use this as a manifestation, and that's okay. But when we get there, God willing and divine time, I've never been happier in my entire life. That's what I want you to hold on to. That's the message. Queen of Cups. I've never been happier. I have a 5 of Cups. I'm walking away from the disappointments from the past. I'm walking away from the stress, the anxiety. I'm walking towards a sense of security with this King of Pentacles. And a 3 of Pentacles. We're going to work hard together. It's not just them. It's not like somebody's just going to hand you everything. You're bringing a lot to the table too. There's 2 of you. But together, I feel at peace for the first time as a grown adult. And that could be huge for you because maybe you have struggled with, I never feel at peace. I never have felt at peace. I'm always worried. I'm always wondering what's going to happen next. So we have to look forward that this is the happiest you've ever been in your life. So I'm going to claim that. Claim that in the comments, guys. I'm going to claim that today. Spirit, what are the loving messages? You're what I can't live without and I can't get enough of. We have the same hopes and dreams. I wish you could see how beautiful and amazing you truly are. I wish you could see what I see when I look at you. I wish you could feel what I feel, how much love I have for you. So that's nice. You're all I've ever wanted. And I'm not gonna not appreciate this. This is a gift. I see you as a gift, and I am going to appreciate you. And hopefully this is a person that says, I'm not going to take any day that I have with you for granted, because I know what's on the other side. The other side wasn't nice. The other side wasn't good for me. The other side was karmic. And I'm on this side now. I have love and my best friend and contentment and security and happiness. And I don't ever want to take this for granted. I don't want to go a day without appreciating you. So you've got a totally different person and energy in that person that turns your life upside down in the good way. Right? This changes everything. I worry others will pull you away from me. I don't want to lose you now that I found you. You could be with anybody. A lot of people that would love you. But nothing compares to you. I've dated other people. Nothing is like this. And that's true. You meet your person and if nothing is quite like the person that you want to be with. You go, no, I'm not really interested in that person. So when you meet your right person, it's like everything else goes away. So that's what's happening here is I've met my right person. I met you. This is a beautiful connection. This is beautiful energy. If it's not in your life, then I just want to hold on to the message that Spirit gave us, which was, this is the best thing that's ever happened to you, and this is the happiest you've ever been. So we are going to put that out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe. Ring the little notification bell. You guys know what to do. Comment below. Claim it, own it. It's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my 2 other YouTube channels for love readings. I have a pick a card channel, and now I have a twin flame and soulmate reading channel. So I'll put those links in the description if you haven't had a chance to take a look at those. This was a great reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.